This week, Vercel and Lovable, two of the most trusted internet platforms, one supporting millions of professional grade websites, the other millions of user applications, ended up sending a lot of sensitive data online by accident. The culprit, third-party AI agents with too much access. Welcome to Privacy Café, where we will discuss how you can safeguard your business and yourself from the risks of modern technology, starting with data leakage by AI agents, of course. Now, here's the timeline of what happened. Interestingly, there was no hack involved. It was just an accident. Developers in both the companies, in one case employees, the other case is users, ended up connecting their proprietary code bases and in some cases the datasets on their laptop to third-party AI agents. They just clicked a few clicks to give access to these agents, and then these agents pretty much trained on that data and without fully understanding the context exposed it online. Within a couple of hours, the entire information set, hundreds and thousands of customer records, financial information was all available online, especially on dark web, for various brokers to come and sell at a price. So in this case, the proprietary data just didn't get exposed, it immediately got used. And this is not a one-off accident. Now, 3 years back, vibe coding as a term did not exist, and yet today more than 30 million people every month vibe code some sort of a product, software, code base or the other. And as more people will be vibe coding without always understanding the context of what they're sharing, and the agents are not fully trained to understand this concept, the accidents will keep happening. Every time you feed proprietary data into a third-party AI agent, you're basically rolling a dice. And the problem here is not personal, it's structural, it's architectural. Most of these agents require full unredacted access to the dataset to function. The problem is once it leaves your environment, it's out of your hands, no visibility, and in some cases I would argue it's even out of the hands of the makers of these agents, because most of these agents are now operating fully autonomously without any oversight. So what's the solution? Now, there can be a lot of different types of mitigation and we are going to discuss them over a period of time. But let me tell you what we at Questa have started doing. We have studied this problem quite in detail and we realized that the information needs to be protected at source so that in case any accident happens, the blast radius is really contained. Okay. And hence we have developed this thing called black box, which is a component that can be installed in your network before any AI agent can access the data. The black box is like a filter, and the way we have designed it, it's completely offline. Even we don't have access, and all your proprietary data goes through this filter. It's like a sieve, and all personal terms, health records are replaced with generic information so that the file is still usable. Agents can still use the file, they can do all sorts of analysis, and when the information comes back, there is a key value small file that again repopulates the information so that it's easy for your users, your team to actually understand the data. So that's what we do. We first anonymize, and after the agent has done their magic, we anonymize basically and give you the information for consumption. So think of the black box as sort of an insurance policy, a sort of a firewall against data sharing or over data sharing. And the age that we live in, I think this is going to be extremely important, because the question is not whether you are going to accidentally expose data. The question is now simply, when are you going to accidentally expose data? So stay in tune with us and we will help you to protect your information as best possible. Thank you for listening.